Hey, I'm Camille with Heal with Camille, and I want to talk today about Relationship Rules 101, how to pick your woman and how to pick your man. So I meet a lot of people and they're starting over, or they're wanting to date or get into the relationship for the first time. First of all, you got to be relationship ready, so you can be alone. You can choose to be alone, but if you want to relate, here's what you look for. With men, look, men are visual. We know that. So they're always looking for hoochie mama or what's fertile. I mean, look, subconsciously, we're always interested in smells and fertility. I know that sounds weird, but that is just science. So people actually pick people because they smell good to them. So, and what's wrong with that, right? So that's one sign. But when men are going specifically on looks, there's a problem with that. So there is a spectrum that if she's a 10, she's probably a little crazy. And I know there's a scientist, I need to pull the statistic out, but the women that are 10s, they are actually a little bit off their nut. So you want someone who's a little bit of a balance. So get an 8, get a 7, maybe she's a little chubby. So what's wrong with that? So you do want to find a woman that can actually say she's sorry. Here's your rules, okay? First of all, she's got to be single. She needs to be sober, because women that do drugs and that drink on a routine basis aren't healthy. Let's just say that. And here's maybe something, maybe you won't like me saying this, women, but the truth is I think men can tie one on or go out and get drunk and come home and then go to work the next day and do things. I think women that medicinally take care of themselves, that drink too much or do drugs, they just aren't mentally sound or stable, flat out. So I do think men can pull that off more than women. So here we go again. She's single, she's sober, she's self-reliant. She doesn't need your money, and she pays her own taxes. She's caught up. She doesn't know a lot of credit cards, okay? And she's sophisticated. So she's got some education. She's got game. There's girls and there's women, and girls are looking for sugar daddy. They want you to take care of them. They want you to pay their way. Now, it's fine if you want to do that, but I want her to be able to. That's a distinction with a girl and a woman. You want to find a woman if you want a relationship. If you want a girl, you're wanting a good time. Little girls are looking for sugar daddy. And women, by the way, here's the thing about women when they look at a guy, they go lover or provider. So they're looking at you, sizing you up, and they're wondering if they're going to mate with you or just let you pay their bills. So this is what you want to always consider, is that's what they're seeing in you. Are you a provider? Are you a lover? So you want to find someone, though, that she can say, I'm sorry, I blew it. I'm moody, I'm PMSing, I'm whatever. You need someone that can be accountable. Now, that's a sign of maturity. That's a sign of a woman, not a girl. If it's always your fault, if you're always in the doghouse and you're begging her, I'm so sorry, please forgive me kind of stuff, that's not someone you can relate to. And I will say the reverse is true. If you're on eggshells with your guy, ladies, and no matter what you say, he's never happy or it's always your fault and he never says he's sorry, that is a sign of somebody who needs to keep you beneath them. They are not going to let you win. So she's single, sober, self-reliant, sophisticated, and she can say she's sorry. Say the 5 S's with me. Women, when you're picking a guy, you do look at him and say lover or provider. He does need to be able to be kind. He's got an ability to be kind to animals, kind to children, kind to the waiter. He's not always an asshole, okay? You want a killer. Like, you want someone who is going to be able to kill what you eat and provide and protect, and he's got to be strong like that. Alpha males are attractive to women, but he's got to be able to have a little balance so that when you're having a hard day, he's not too hard on you. But you want to find a guy who is single, he's sober, mostly, and I say that because I think men still need to have a caveman time. They need to go, with their buddies and play football or play sports or go somewhere. But he still needs to be mostly sober, like during the week sober kind of thing. Self-reliant. He needs to be able to make money. And you can't tell him how to do it. He needs to have that figured out. He doesn't need you to mommy him into his career or to his confidence. He should kind of have that all figured out. If you're doing that, you're going to eventually resent him because you're not going to find him attractive. So you want someone you don't have to parent or baby. There's boys and then there's men. And boys do what feels good. Men do what they say they're going to do. You want to be with the latter, okay? And he's got to be able to say his sorry too and own his shit. Fall on the sword, say I'm sorry, eat crow, and make you feel better. So that's kind of like Relationship Rules 101. Hope that helps. Come and see me. We'll talk it out.